Well, this is a great test. I can't see a thing. So, this is the addendum. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this down. I'll show you. Boom! Look at that. I cannot argue with that at all. So basically, you just drop it on the platform now. And then, oops, so this, there we go. It turns on. So, that's a beautiful symbol. And there's Benny in front. Hey, Benny. And there's people in the little cafeteria there, the little lounge. This monorail station had two configurations at one point. This side here had to ramp up, and this side here used to go straight through and come out this side here. Over here, this piece wasn't here, and it would curve around to the rest of the layout when we had the bigger layout. It might get there again at some day, but right now, both ramps go up and both ramps go to the tower, basically. And this one, I tried to make it a little more interesting with the different lighting, but I'm not necessarily sold on it right now. But I found some soft lights and some bright lights, and I put them in there. And that's because I thought that this would be the, I hate when this thing starts getting loose. That's what happens with this set. I wanted some sort of idea that, you know, this is kind of a nice, quiet train station, whereas this is the busy, brightly lit train station. So that's what I was going for here. So if you look at the inside there, you can see that people are still waiting for their trains, but it's not as well lit as up here. And you know, it's something I tried. And then you get the top too, because again, I love my trans yellow 4x10s and 6x8s. I use everywhere, and you got them there too. I said this before. This is my favorite building. I actually like this building better than the tower. I don't know why. It's just it was a fun build, and I was trying to do some various things with it, making it look like a bona fide train station with some art deco-ness to it, some stripies. It might be too striped, as some of my friends say. I don't know. I could agree with that, but I honestly think that looks really well done. And I do like, this wasn't the original plan, but I do like how that happened. So if you look way a long time, I don't even know which layout. I guess it's brick fet. This was the first layer. It was the only layer. So and it had one track going through here, and that was it. And this part wasn't even thought of yet. But as soon as I built the tower taller, as soon as I built, you know, put the monorail platform there, I had to get up there. I had to get up to that level. And so I had actually just supports on top of here. At one point was an open air platform. It looked like more like castle walls, and blue castle walls kind of looked like Nexonites, but it was far before Nexonites. But I thought when I came home, I'm just gonna see about enclosing it, because I was worried about the ramp that comes up, right? And I thought this is going to be huge, because it's basically 2 stories. Like this is 1 story, that's 10 bricks tall, and this is 20 bricks tall. But it came together so well, especially with the windows. I had 15 well, 20. I had 15 windows to put in there, 15 blue frame windows to put in there, and the glass that went with them. But the glass was various states of scratched and beat up. Some were mint, and some were really, really like somebody took sandpaper to them. And so I was very, very happy when JealousPanda.com has the ability to this. So this is not down here. These are all original. You can see little circles at the bottom. These are all original glass on there. And you can see even down here. So these are clear. That's a little scratchy. That's a little scratchy, and that's clear. I have other windows that I should replace those 2 with, because those are pretty scratchy. But you can still sort of see through them, right? But those are the originals, and those are all third party. Every one of these is third party. And even the trans yellow that Jealous Panda gets is pretty close. It's slightly darker than regular trans yellow, the Lego trans yellow. But only us experts, quote unquote experts, would notice that. So, and then I asked him very nicely, and I paid for it, to do the etching across all 15 windows. So basically, he has a laser cutter that cuts the windows out of the out of the out of the sheet that he has on his laser printer. But if he varies the pulse rate of the laser, it etches as well. So one laser does both the cutting and the etching. And the cutting is so good that it even has a little pip on it for the windows, for the window frames. So I am more than impressed with how well that turns out. Now I'm trying to put this window in with one hand. I think I missed. There we go. And it's some are tighter than others, and that's just the nature of the beast. It's not an injection mold; it's a cut from the laser. So, but overall, there's no gaps there, and overall they're basically within a couple thou, exactly the same size as these guys. And you got the nice little logo on it. So, and of course he can cut the logo, the whole logo, into one piece, like I have in my well, I might not be able to get it out now. My Habitat, I have the 4x6 trans yellow glass windows, the glass for the windows frames at 4x6, and I have the entire logo engraved on those. It's fun to have. It looks cool, and again, I'm going to turn off the light here. And so you can see that, yes, you can actually see the logo, and yes, you have to get a little close. But again, on this side right here, this is the edge of the display anyway, so you can actually see it by standing here. I'm trying to figure out a better way of making that show up. I had some nice suggestions on our last little chat on Jeff's live feed, StreamYard, but overall, I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. And people will see it or people won't see it. Either way. But I do have the light shining straight down, basically as close to the edge as possible here. So that does it better than lights anywhere else. But in the end, I cannot be any happier with, first of all, the electrical connections now, using those 2x4 electric plates to put this thing down. So I don't have to worry about connecting a wire anymore. And I think the rest of the weekend is going to be lighting up these landing pads. So I'm going to take these 12 pips off, and I'm going to drill the holes and run a couple of life light skits in here. I think I have 2 or 3 basic kits. So I don't know how far I'll get. But I'm also going to put the spotlights, and I'm thinking I'm going to put one here and maybe one on this side. I don't know yet. So I'm going to experiment with the spotlights and see how where the best place is to drop them, so you guys can see the Galaxy Explorers, because these 2 landing pads are exclusively used for Galaxy Explorers. That's the way I did it. Also, really quick tangent, and nothing to do with the lighting. I tried to make my landing pads use the mirror, like, especially with this one. There were 2 different prints of the landing pads. One where the stripes were not broken here, and they were even on both sides, mirrored on both sides. They went to the end here, and there was these ones that you got the void here of the yellow, and the dashes started here and going across. So I put this one here and I put that one here. So these are identical. And the other landing pads I've used elsewhere, but overall I tried to use the same landing pads through the entire layout. I think I used the double dash, like the longer dash, the perfect dash going across in my landing pads that are raised on the tower, because they look better there, and they don't connect to a different road plate or a different landing pad. If you look at my plates, I don't think I have any here. Nope. If you look at my landing pads on my base plates here on the base plate level, I use these ones, and they connect to the road plate here and go on. So you'll see no dotted here and dotted here going to the T intersection. That's just a little thing. Again, I'm not OCD, but yes, I guess I am. So little things like that. I try to make as nice as details as possible, some consistency, and overall I think I manage, and I want more consistency. I want more in-universe things that look like they should be there. And so I'm trying to, like, these guys are walking over here, this guy's operating this little range finder or whatever. I got Benny, another Benny. I got so many Bennies in this layout. I got this Benny fixing this doodad on the layout. These guys are walking, I don't know where. And again, I use the original 924, 926 craters that were on the flat. So you'll see these sporadically. I might put more down because I don't think I have enough. But, and usually there's a whole bunch of marching guys here, but they fell off when I brought them in the house. They're all over here. So I'm going to put these guys back on. They're supposed to go right there. So all my Marines are out for a walk, out for a jaunt, doing some marching practice. So that's it. That's all. I'm going to do one more shot with the lights off because I just like seeing that in the dark. And I cannot be happier with that. That's good enough. And I think as soon as I get that lit up, it's going to be even better. But again, right now, well, sorry, not to drag this out a little bit, but because I actually have, let me get this done here. There's one. There's one. Put it there. And there's, oh, this is a really busted up one. I guess I put it back in the shelf when it was busted. So there's two. And that's how they sit. So I turn off the light. Yeah, I'm going to put the spotlights on. That's not good enough for me. that's really not good enough for me. I do not know if this is going to work. Let's see. It's been a while since I've been in here. Yeah, it's not working. There's a loose connection in here. I have to figure that out. That is overuse of Rob Hendrick's life lights. That's me being stupid with them. But I'm okay with that. I'm going to have both Galaxy Explorers lit up on this side and a spotlight on them. So that's it. That's all. I want everybody to stay safe. Take care. And I'll zoom it out more so you can see both Galaxy Explorers sitting here and lit up. I got some work cut out for me this weekend. So we'll see what happens. You guys all stay safe. Talk to you soon.